Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, I'm not in the workshop. I've been let out for the day. I've come to Waterperry Gardens in Oxford to film the second series of Make It at Market. I've assembled a team of successful professional craftspeople.
You can't expect people to come and find you.
No.
To help talented amateurs turn their hobbies and skills into full-time jobs.
If you can make it work in 6 colours, it is less time consuming and the price points would reflect that.
With straight-talking advice.
I love the idea behind leaving the tool marks in. My fear is that the consumer may not understand it.
And once-in-a-lifetime surprises.
You're joking?
No, I'm serious.
I'm a little bit speechless.
They'll make serious money.
I've made 6,000.
What?
I made £9,000.
Stop it.
And create life-changing businesses.
It's only onwards and upwards from here.
Onwards and upwards.
You will have seen my shout-outs and requests on my Instagram and on YouTube when we did the casting to find new people. Well, the production company have found them all. They've gathered them all. They've all been working away for this point, and I'm here for a week. We've got a hectic schedule. The craftspeople will all be coming down, and their mentors. They'll get to meet their mentors here, and I'll be chatting to them and finding out what they're up to and how we can help them. Thought I'd bring you guys along with us for the ride. It's going to be quite a ride. It's looking busy already. Let's hope the weather stays like this because it's absolutely beautiful at the moment. I can't wait to show you around. It's an amazing place. If you've never been here, book your tickets, come on down. It's awesome. So this is not the something big that I was talking about with John. That is next week. I've got myself all muddled up and inside out, but at least you know that next week's video is going to be a good one. We're starting something new. We're not back on the Porsche, but we are in the workshop and John will be there, so it's going to be a good one. I thought it might be quite a nice opportunity to try and show you as much as I can about how much goes in to making a show like this. Chinook flying over, nice. The guys have already been here for a day or two before me even turning up to build all of this, all the set and get it all installed, which they're just finishing off today. Waterperry Gardens is massive, and we've got little work areas dotted around the whole place. And I think my week is going to be me running between one to the other, meeting different people along the way. Right, I've just been wandering around and I have just bumped into the head gardener. So I thought, what better person to introduce this amazing place.
Hello, I'm Pat Havers and I'm head gardener at Waterperry Gardens. I've been here about 25 years in the gardens and about 15 years as head gardener. But I'm a child from the village and I've actually grown up here.
So you used to come here as a kid?
I used to come here as a, yeah, there's a picture of me asleep in a wheelbarrow, but I try not to do it these days. But Waterperry is an absolutely fascinating place. The gardens were founded by a wonderful lady called Beatrix Havergal, who came here in 1932 as a 29-year-old and set up a college for women as gardeners. She was also a friend of Roald Dahl, and the story is that he based Miss Trunchbull on her, and if you see the pictures of her, you can see why, but it is only the clothing. She was a lovely lady and she was very sweet with the children. We would have Christmas parties in the village and she'd play the piano for us. And it was absolutely fascinating. That's
so sweet. And so you actually got to meet her, the lady herself?
Yes, yeah.
As a kid?
Yeah, I was probably quite an irritation running around and I was a little bit scared of her, but she did come round with some visitors one day when I was about 3 or 4, and I don't even know why I remember this. She introduced me as her youngest student and now I'm the head gardener.
That's so funny. So, were you actually a student here whilst she was around?
No, she passed away in 1980 and the school finished, the college finished in 1970. So,
okay.
She retired on the estate, but wonderful. For women in gardening, she was such,
Revolutionary.
Really? Yeah.
And now it's down to you. You're carrying on that.
Carrying on the legacy.
The legacy.
Yes.
No pressure.
No pressure.
You can just see, so underneath there.
Yeah, it's all hazel stone.
It's like a sort of wood, like a structure, I guess, isn't it? That it can.
That takes us some time. That takes 2 of us about 6 weeks to do this whole thing.
You must do that in the winter when it's
clear.
clear.
No, you have to do it when the plant is 2/3 to a half of its final height.
And weave it in.
Yeah, you
kind
weave
of.
it in, and then you give it that amount of time to grow through, and then you can't see it.
And then it grows out, and then
Yeah.
it's hidden.
Yeah. All the geraniums, look. So very carefully look. See it all in there?
Oh yeah.
And then,
And it just literally now looks like a solid.
yeah, so with geraniums, what you can do is you can cut them all down, but we don't want any holes in this border. So if we cut it down, and it would have a second flush,
Yeah.
but we don't literally want any holes.
Big
at the
bald
front.
patch there, yeah. And that's nice putting the alliums through it as well.
Yeah, I think
So they can just pop out,
I
and
think they've done that themselves.
it's nice though.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, so it's got 3 seasons, this border. So you have an early season, a mid-season, and then a late season. So what you have to do is make sure it's planted so that you don't have any holes. So you can have your early stuff at the back,
Yeah.
and then that grows up, then it dies down, and then all of this is planted in front, so you can't see that there were lupins and things in the back.
So you did have lupins and
Yeah,
things, but they're
yeah.
all further back.
Yeah, and delphiniums. So this is another. Hey, Rebecca. This is Dom.
Rebecca, hi. You okay?
Rebecca's is our apprentice.
Lovely to
now.
meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, what a place to be an
How's it going?
apprentice.
Oh, honestly, it's fantastic.
How long have you
Loving
been here?
it. Nearly 2 years now, actually. Yeah, it's been a while,
Yeah.
but I'm loving it. I'm
Yeah.
in the nursery at the moment, doing some broccoli.
So,
Oh,
so
I've
they
got some
grow-
broccoli growing as well.
Yew-henge, which is it's a third of the size of Stonehenge, but it's all made out
Made
of
of
yew.
yew.
And we've got a rose garden that we've recently just redone. This is a modern herbaceous border, as in with lots of grasses and not such high maintenance,
Nice. Very soft, it looks beautiful.
isn't it?
Yeah,
So
that's-
it's all grasses and things that don't need much looking
Too
after.
much, yeah.
So you put it in, and then you don't have to water it. So you just
But look at it even now, still in full of colour.
yeah. And then you leave this up through the winter.
As a
And then you've
dried
got-
sort of structure.
Yeah, you've got structure, and when you get the frost on things, it's
And we're in here, these two marquees.
You're there, yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
That will be. I think that's the artist in there.
That's right.
2 artists are going to be in there. What a nice place to work.
Yeah, isn't it lovely?
Isn't it? Sit and paint in there. Do you want, when it's like this, do you have to get in there to maintain it?
We do.
There's not a weed inside.
So this is interesting. So I think it was Alan Bloom had this design where you could have herbaceous, but you didn't have to have a fence or a wall or anything behind it.
Okay.
So everything in here shouldn't grow as tall as it does against the south-facing wall.
So you can get round
But the
both
other
sides.
thing is, though, is more of your holes are exposed. If you see, because you're walking
You've got nowhere to
around,
hide,
you've got
'cause you can see it
nowhere
from
to
everywhere.
hide. Yeah, yeah.
And how neat the grass is.
That's Kevin. Well, I think Michael does some, but Kevin is the precise, because he used to be a builder.
Okay, so this is
So
why these edges are
he
so
brings-
straight.
He brings the other skills. So when he's doing hedges, they're
Yeah.
pristine.
Yeah.
So this is one of the original bits, which is what we call stock beds. So everything's in rows.
Okay, more like a allotment sort of style.
More like a allotment
Yeah.
style. And I bumped into a lady, a journalist, and she was like, "Are you interested in silent space?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we were one of the original people to do a silent space.
To have it here, yeah.
Yeah.
What a perfect place for it.
Yeah.
And so do you sell, I guess you must obviously sell the apple
We
juice.
sell the juice, yep, and I'm sure if you ask Sam and Chris nicely, they will give you some juice. It's wonderful. And he makes cider.
Oh, of course, yeah, how could you not?
Bill Mackenzie was curator of the Chelsea Physic Garden, and he said to her, "That's a wonderful clematis," and she said, "I'll name it after you." So every clematis Bill Mackenzie that you will see will originated from there.
was originated from that, and it was found there?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it was found here.
this is one of the locations for filming. I think stonemasons are going to be here, maybe blacksmiths. So I come through this little door and wander through here. We're into the walled garden, which is the cool area. I do like it in here. Beautiful old walls, look at that. Amazing. And we've got another little workstation in here. I'm not entirely sure who's going to be in there yet, which craftspeople are going to be in there. But it's just waiting. Look, the bench is set up. waiting for them to turn up. And what a view to be sitting here working. It's day 3 of filming. Days 1 and 2 were so hectic I could not even pick up the camera. It was too much. It was full on. Filming is basically set into 3 blocks, 2 days of each, and there's 10 people per 2 days. So this is day 3, but this new block of people. So we've got 10 new makers, 5 new mentors. It's like the first day for everybody all over again. Although it's day 3 for me and for the rest of the crew. The sun is still shining, the weather's been a bit changeable, we've had a bit of rain yesterday, but look at the beautiful, glorious sunshine this morning. We've got some exciting things happening today. We've got stained glass, ceramics, blacksmiths. Stained glass is one that I'm quite looking forward to. I'm quite excited about that because I really want to have a go at it. I'm quite keen to learn how to do the stained glass because I just think it's a beautiful thing and another heritage craft that I would love to have a go at. As you can see over there, art department are redressing all the sets. They're going around this morning, clearing what was there the last couple of days, bringing in the new stuff. All the new makers are coming in, unpacking all their stuff, unloading all their bits. It's looking good. We're going to start filming very soon. I need to get mic'd up. I'll chat to you in a bit. It's the end of another day. This location is just beautiful. I mean, look at this sculpture behind me. Look at that. Well, let me go and grab it. Let me get the artist's name. Come on. It's so beautiful, this thing. I walk past it every morning. It's like, that is impressive. Hang on. Jenny Pickford. Jenny, you've done a brilliant job. But I am heading to the van. We are done. Another long day. I'm losing my voice. We are 3 days in now. I'm on the lemon and gingers. I'm trying to drink as much as I can and look after my throat, but my voice is going. We've had some brilliant craftspeople today. The blacksmiths, stained glass was a new craft for this series. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell you that, but hey, don't tell anyone. Oh dear, I'm about ready to get back to my hotel, get a Guinness, and go to bed. One of the woodworkers, one of the furniture makers, packing up their gear. Here's all the crew getting ready. Here we go. It's the last filming day. It's done. I know you probably think that this has all been filmed on the same day because I've been wearing the same outfit. I'm still wearing my trousers, but I've got multiples of this shirt. I've had to buy so many of them to keep wearing them every day. But we're done. It's 9 o'clock at night. We've been here since about 7:30. It's been a super long day. It's been a brilliant week, but we're done. That's it. See you later. Everyone's packing up. It's a bit sad. Shoots like this are weird. You build we've been the same crew for the whole thing, and you build a relationship and a friendship with so many people, and then it all comes to an end and everyone drives off and goes home, and that's it. See you later. Thank you. I've got to say, anybody in the Oxford area, even if you're not from Oxford or in the Oxford area, Waterperry Gardens is an absolute gem. I've never been here before, and this place is beautiful. There's so much here. Even if you're not that interested in gardening, the house, the grounds, the gardens, the flowers, there's a whole nursery with plants. It's just beautiful. It's a lovely, lovely place. So get your tickets, come on down and have a nice day whilst the sun is shining, because it's just a beautiful place. I'll wrap things up because I know what you're going to say. You're going to tell me off for talking too much. Sorry, I've not been working on the Porsche, but when this series of Make It at Market comes out, it will be worth it. But things will be back to normal next week, I promise. John is in the workshop, and the big project can commence. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.